When I ran a gallery, I used to get hundreds of emails each week from artists with a link or an attachment. Here's my work, will you represent me? This was a really high-pressure job, so the only thing I had time to do was hit that delete button. Delete, delete, delete. I'm sorry, I don't tell you this to be mean, but that's the sad truth. If you've sent unsolicited emails to galleries and been disappointed not to hear back, chances are they never even saw it. Now, in addition to all of those emails, 2 or 3 times a week, someone would show up, unannounced, dragging a portfolio into the gallery. Here's my work, will you represent me? One day, a man came in, uninvited, and showed me his art, and I had to explain to him nicely that this wasn't how we made our decisions. And then he started to cry. Tears of frustration fell down his face because he wanted to be an artist so much, but he didn't know how to get those doors to open. He didn't understand how the system worked. Where can I go to find out, he asked. Who can help me? It broke my heart. I didn't have an answer. So I decided to find out. I read every resource that was out there, but to be honest, I didn't see a lot that impressed me. Well, fast forward several years later, when I decided to leave the art business and focus on my own creative projects. I hit the refresh button on my life. I sold everything I owned and moved to Europe with nothing more to my name than 2 suitcases. As I was struggling to start over, someone suggested that I put together a workshop for artists, sharing everything I knew. I remembered that man who'd come into my gallery and cried. In fact, I'd never forgotten. So I created the Working Artist for him, and for the hundreds of other artists I've met over the years who feel frustrated by their art career. I believe that any artist can succeed if you're willing to do the work. So why do so many artists struggle? In my opinion, the biggest obstacle to success is fear. Fear of not making enough money, fear of not being good enough, fear of not being young enough, thin enough, smart enough. It all comes down to fear of not being enough. But the thing is, you are enough. You really are. Learn to focus on connecting with your voice and developing your craft to strengthen your art-making practice and to bring meaning to your work. You can't silence your fears, but you can choose to stop listening to them and refuse to let them slow you down. In addition to fear, many artists tell me that they're challenged by a lack of self-confidence. But what is self-confidence? It's confidence in yourself, right? Confidence that you do what you say you'll do when you say you'll do it. It's confidence that you have your own back. It's confidence that what you say is true, even in your work, especially in your work. And you build self-confidence by practicing these skills. Meet every deadline. Be where you say you're going to be when you say you're going to be there. Follow instructions. Present yourself professionally. Deliver everything at the highest quality that you possibly can. Always over-deliver. And watch your own back. Don't allow haters to knock you down. This is how you develop self-confidence. It's not something you're born with. It's not something that anyone else can give you. It's a skill that you develop over time. And in this business, self-confidence will serve you very well. Because let's face it, in the art business, you will fall down. You will fail. You will meet with criticism and rejection. It's what it is. And the only way to avoid it is to never ever share your work. And that's just not an option. I believe that being an artist is a calling. Your artwork is where you share what you have learned. So think of your marketing as how you spread that message. Some artists are afraid that they're simply too old to experience success. I think that age is one of the dumbest reasons out there for not doing what you want. Be a leader, inspire others. You probably have a lot more to say with your work now than you did when you were 21. Don't live with regrets. There are no straight paths to success. There's only your path. Are you going to take the jump? That's the question.